Do something out of the ordinary. Do something that you used to do when you dated them that you don't do anymore. So today we're going to talk about loyal customers and how we should never take a loyal customer for granted. Now this topic is going to have two different meanings to it. So first let's talk about the business aspect. So if you're a business owner or you're a high-level executive that deals with people, because all of us have customers, whether they're buying goods from you, they're buying a service from you, or you're servicing them, or whatever the situation may be, everyone has customers. But we work really, really hard at gaining customers. We put on a good show, we send them letters, we take care of them, we put our best foot forward. But we have a tendency sometimes when we have those loyal customers not to put forth the same effort. We sometimes take them for granted because, you know what, John's been a customer for ours for however many years and they're always going to be there. But that's not always the case. We have to take care of the customers that we do have, the customers that are paying our bills, the customers that we have grown to rely on for so many months, years, however long, to make our business go. We should still put forth the same effort on the back end as we did on the front end, because those customers could go somewhere else and we don't want to do that. It's been said thousands and thousands of times. It's a lot easier to get more money out of an old customer than it is to gain a new customer. So let's cultivate those relationships with our existing customers, with our loyal customers. Let's talk about a second prong of this theory. Let's go back to where we're dating our spouse, where I was dating my wife. When I was dating Jackie, I tried very, very hard to gain her as a customer. And I put forth tons of effort. I called her, I wrote letters, I dressed up nice. I did all of these things in order to gain her as a quote customer, to gain her as mine. Well, as time has went on, we have a tendency to take that customer, the most important customer in our life, for granted. Whether it be your husband or your wife, don't take them for granted. Date them like you used to date them. Because when I was in college and I used to date Jackie, I would spend time, I would work my whole day around seeing her and being with her and spend time and hours on end being with her. I've taken that for granted. And she is the most important person in my life. She's more important than my kids. That's biblical. And so I've got to not take her for granted. I've got to create time for her. I've got to send her notes. I've got to do the things that make her feel loved, because she is the most important thing. Just like a loyal customer that we want to gain and get revenue and keep our business afloat out of, we need to do the same thing for our spouse. So many times in life, we take them for granted because of various and sundry reasons. Let me give you a piece of advice. Don't take them for granted. They're there, they're going to be there. They're going to be there a lot longer than those customers will be. And if you can continue to cultivate that relationship with the person that you sleep next to, it will pay dividends so many times down the road. So what's the actionable piece of advice? Go home today and don't take your spouse for granted. Do something out of the ordinary. Do something that you used to do when you dated them that you don't do anymore. I hope this can help. I know it helps me. I know this was something that I heard that put a lot of things in perspective that has made me make a shift in my relationship with Jackie. So I hope that this helps you in your relationships, not only with your customers in your business, but also your customer at home.